Peter John Ross hosts a roundtable discussion on film and criticism.
How has the criticism itself been affected by the internet?
Well, if anybody can push a button and publish a review, then it's just this whole issue of the blogosphere that everyone's facing, which is anybody can publish anything, anytime, and someone is going to read everything, and someone is going to believe everything, and take that point of view as rote, you know?
See, I think that's a good thing. I think it brings, you know what? You can't invalidate somebody because they don't have experience. And
their opinions. You can't validate.
I think it opens up criticism to everybody. And anybody, if you want to write, and you can go to, myfilmreviews.blogspot.com and make it up.
Or on Amazon.com,
Right.
Netflix, Blockbuster's website.
And it's up to the user to read that. And you can read things and be like, this guy can't even form a sentence, and his grammar's all over the place,
Right.
and he's an idiot. So I think, you know what it's like? It's a lot like what happened to independent film once the digital revolution came up. Anybody can go get a camera for a couple $100 bucks.
Right.
For less than $500, you can get a camera and it's a bad camera and a bad laptop, but you can do it for like a couple $100 and make your own movie. You couldn't do that 20 years ago. You had to buy Super 8 film or whatever and that sort of thing, or shoot it on VHS, which looked really bad. But nowadays, anybody can do that. It opens up to everybody. I think the same thing with critics. Anybody can review.
But not everybody can make a movie well, and not everybody can be a good critic.
Right.
Some are critics, some are good filmmakers.
Yeah, I mean, the democratization of all of those things is a good thing, and the cream ultimately does rise to the top. The discerning palate content is always there. It's just, instead of before, if the rule was that 90% of everything out there is maybe not your cup of tea, now it's more like 99%. Yeah. Sometimes. Some days it feels that way, It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
Well, but the internet also has gotten very snarky, and it's always kind of been that way because it's getting people to notice you.
Yeah.
There's also
because there are all these blogs, but that doesn't mean anyone's reading them.
Yeah.
But what about
their cousin and?
But at the same time, there's also this harsher criticism. There's that because there's this invisible wall, like this anonymity of the internet.
Right.
You can write and say things you would never say to a person's face with the internet.
Right.
Well, the internet's not just the internet. When I'm on WCBE, when I did 400 shows on WCBE, I never, in all those 400 shows, had one word of feedback from all those supposedly 10,000 people out there. Right. Now, when I wrote for Facebook, and that's different, as you said, from MySpace, I never got that kind of feedback on radio. So I love writing the reviews, and you learn how to attract an audience with your reviews on Facebook.
Well, I just wanted to thank everybody for coming. I really enjoyed this. Talking about criticism, it's very important for filmmakers. So I want to thank everybody.
Frame Lines is brought to you in part by Zabo Lights, the new LED lights for your production. Tape Central, providing your media needs. Production Partners Media, affordable media solutions.